We're on edge right now with investments, but we're going to talk about this, and we're also going to talk about some taxes, right?
Yes, yes. And what this is doing is becoming very emotional. Here we are in December. Things are dropping, and Santa Claus, usually a Santa Claus rally, that's not to be found yet, but I think it will come. But the big decline is starting to make people think, well, let me just take my losses and get something out of this. And it's not just people. Many times the tax advisors are saying, great deal, go ahead and do it. But they're not looking at the investment side, what they should actually be doing.
Which is?
Well, I mean, let's try to give an example here. It's kind of complex, but let's just say you had a $10,000 investment in a stock. You lost 20%, you get a $2,000 loss. So yeah, it sounds pretty good. At least I'll get a $2,000 loss. In the highest tax bracket, that's only going to give you true dollars back $1,000. If you waited another year in that stock, you'd only need to gain back about 12.5% to get back to about $9,000. And don't forget about the dividends that it would pay as well. So many times, if you understand your investment, to take that loss sounds good now, especially when you're emotional and things are down. Right. It sounds good. But when you look at the numbers, which we always do at our firm, you step back and say, wait a minute, this is not a good time to sell that company because it could just be a short-term decline. And while you take the loss, sounds good, feels good, not the best thing to do. So
this would be like somebody's a certified public accountant, for example, who might give them this type of advice. But if your only financial advice is from your CPA and you only see them once a year, they're trying to look out for your best interest. And it's not like there's any malicious intent here. I think what I'm hearing from you is you just need to have information.
You need to have information. And I tell people, never make a tax decision over an investment decision, because yes, it sounds good, and the tax person is saying, yeah, it's going to save you on taxes, it's a good deal. They don't know the other side of what the investment is and how will the investment do. And again, it's not just the tax people, it's the emotional people where, oh, things are dropping, I might as well sell anyways and get something out of it. It's not the right, it's an emotional decision, not an intellectual decision, looking at what the investment is. And if you just were sold something, it's a bad product, you did something crazy, yeah, maybe you should sell it. But most of the time with our clients, it is not the time to sell because we actually should be buying.
Right, and investing is counterintuitive. You want to buy on bad news, not good news. That's the basics of it. When you look at a company and consider investing in it, I wanted to ask you this: what are the main factors? Because a lot of people will say, I like Nike, I'm going to buy Nike. I like Dunkin' Donuts, I'm going to buy Dunkin' Donuts stock. What do you look at specifically to qualify a company to invest in?
Jason, it's so hard because we spend 10, 15, 20 hours of research before we buy that, because we're buying a small piece of a large company, so it takes a lot of research. And when you do that, you don't want to make the emotional decision, just sell it for the tax loss. And the other thing, too, that people forget about is that a lower tax bracket is going to hurt you. You got long-term gains, short-term gains. And if you don't have enough to write it off against it, you can only carry over $3,000 a year.
Really?
So you got to look at the investment part first. I say it's 80% investment, 20% tax decision.
It's just such a big picture.
Yeah, it really is.
There's a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces. Okay, seminars.
Actually, Jason, we're taking December off. We just had one.
You are?
Yeah, so yes, we're going to take December off, going to celebrate the holidays. We will still be here to, help people with investments. Again, especially like this now in December, we don't want them doing the wrong thing. Our next one will be sometime in January, which we'll be announcing that one. But yeah, they can always get a lot of great information on our website about different things we've done. This will be on there as well. I know it's going to be on your website as well.
Yes,
so, yeah.
And I'm telling you one thing I'm really enjoying that I've recently participated in is your Facebook.
Yes.
You are very consistent with the Facebook page and the good information, too. So.
Yeah, we do a post every single day on our social media. And again, very short, but trying to help people out and learn stuff. We get a lot of compliments like, wow, that was great.
You get a lot of people chiming in. Yeah. Okay, Brent Wilsey, Wilsey Asset Management. Thanks. Appreciate it, Brent. It's a story of passion for the game of hockey. Former NHL player Craig Cunningham's journey to the pros. He's going to share what it took to get to the bigs right after this. Keep it right here. Good Morning San Diego's coming back.